breakdown of every routine that I go through throughout my day to maintain clear and healthy skin while having oily skin that can be reactive. Okay, so let's start off with some morning skincare. I start first by preparing a bowl with ice water to let my roller sit in while I do everything else. I do use a facial cleanser first for my gua sha for two reasons. One, I do have oily skin, so you should not be washing your skin first thing in the morning because it will strip your skin of any natural oils or just any repairs that it did overnight. And those oils are what protects your skin from acne and keeps it hydrated. So I use an oil cleanser as like a double use, one to cleanse my skin without stripping it, and two for my gua sha routine to help the gua sha slip better. So after doing my lymphatic warm-ups, I do apply some oil onto my gua sha and I do my usual gua sha routine. I usually only do about 5 to 8 swipes of each motion on both sides of my face, and this, regardless of what anyone says, this makes a very, very big difference in not only depuffing and slimming down your face in the morning, but honestly, I feel like it helps my skin absorb products better. I feel like it wakes my skin up a little bit, and it just is nice to do to really wake myself up in the morning. I've also seen people ice the gua sha as well. I haven't tried that. I just care to really ice the roller, but once I'm done with my face, I go down my neck and then I wash off all of the oil, always drying my face with a napkin, never a towel or anything else. Always use a fresh napkin on your face. And now that that's done, I can take off my wristbands because I won't be really wetting my face again for the morning. Also, side note, I do drink my kombucha while I do my morning skincare and self-care routine. I did recently just upload a video breaking down all of the things that I drink and ingest in a day, because your skincare starts at your gut health and your general wellness in your body. So making sure that you're prioritizing your internal self is also going to reflect a lot on your skin. Anyways, now we're on to jade rolling, and this has to be my favorite part of my morning routine. I don't think I have a really exact, strict structure in how I use this. I just always make sure to go in up and outwards motions, since this is to depuff and lift your face. And I do also believe that using this ice is also going to tighten your skin. You will definitely feel the difference between using a jade roller when it's iced and using a jade roller when it's not. This definitely has helped firm my skin a lot, and it's also brightened my skin a lot over time. I don't know if I can really credit it entirely to this, but I would say that once I switched to jade rolling iced after my gua sha, my skin has gotten much brighter and much more even. When I'm done with my face, I do go onto my neck. For this area, I'm a bit more firm than I am on my face. I just like a really tight, snatched neck, and I do have some fine lines on my neck from previous years when I was a little bit heavier, so I'm definitely working now to kind of tighten that area up. But you can literally see the difference in how my face looks now versus when I first woke up. It's definitely more defined, and it's tighter. Like, it looks great. Now, the first thing I go in with is my hypochlorous acid spray. This is literally Germ-X for your face, and I spray about 7 to 8 pumps on my face, and because of that, it is a little bit of a heavy amount, so I do have to air dry it a bit before going on with anything else, because I don't like my products clashing with each other. Now, once that's like halfway dry, I can go in with my neck cream. This neck cream was recently sent to me. It's the first neck cream I've ever used. I honestly really like it. I don't know if there is any other neck creams that are good, but for the time being, I've really been enjoying this one for my fine lines, because the skin on your neck is a bit tougher to treat than the skin on your face. So I like to make sure that I'm just moisturizing and hydrating it every single day. Once I'm done with that, I go in with my Anua PDRN mist. I really like this first thing in the morning just to add some hydration and some moisture onto my skin, because again, I'm not washing it or doing anything yet. And because I do have oily skin, if my skin realizes that it's not moisturized or hydrated, it will make extra oil to hydrate itself, which is also why I use this capsule cream. I love this entire line. I've talked about it before in previous videos as well as on TikTok. And everything in this line and by this K-Secret brand I love. So I apply a really, not super generous, but a good amount of this onto my skin, and it does absorb into the skin very quickly. It's a little bit sticky, but not like that uncomfortable, super tight film sticky. And it gives me a really nice glow. It keeps my skin properly hydrated to where, again, it won't feel dehydrated to where it makes its own oil, because that is the easiest way to break out when you have oily skin, and to just create a gross film over your face that doesn't help your other skincare products properly seep into your pores. And always remember to apply everything in an up and outwards motion. Never drag your face down. Now, I do go in with a little bit of my oil-free snail mucin moisturizer. Even though I did just put on a cream, I like to add this one just for the extra moisture on my skin, since I do a few things in the day before I ever get back to washing my face and just applying anything else. Next, I'm gonna go in with this PDRN stick balm from VT. I didn't even know that products like this existed. I honestly really love this. I only apply it to my fine lines and my under eyes, and I do a little bit on the center of my forehead, but this is really good just for a little touch of moisture on areas that I do think need firming. Then lastly, I go in with my retinol eye roller. I love this in the morning because of the metal ball. It's gonna apply the eye serum to my under eyes, but in a really cooling way. And again, I feel like anything that's cooling or cold on your face will make it tighter. I also do always apply my under eye serums to my eyelids as well. I kind of like to depuff my entire eye instead of just my under eyes. And I do rub this in after I've applied it, because I don't think that the roller ball does a good job of really getting it into my skin. It kind of just sits on the surface. So I do go in again with my fingers and just thoroughly rub it in before going in with my eye patches. These are the Abib collagen eye patches. I love everything eye care from Abib, and I love these eye patches specifically because once they're on for like 30 seconds to a minute, they practically become super clear to where you can't see them. And throughout the morning, sometimes I do forget that I have these on. I don't really realize that it's time to take them off until they feel super tight and stuck to my skin. So I love the fact that they're not super bright or visible, and they do a really good job at depuffing my eyes and kind of just firming that area. So that is it for my morning skincare self-care. I'll see you girls when it's time to do my daytime skincare routine later on in the day. It is now time for my daytime skincare. It's a little bit later into the day. I do this around 12 or 1 p.m. and I start first by just applying some water onto my skin to give my cleanser something to sit on. I use the Use of the People Green Tea Spinach Cleanser. I absolutely love everything about this cleanser. I don't think I'll ever switch to anything else. It's very thorough and it's gonna pick up every single thing on my skin that I needed to pick up, but it's also going to be really gentle with my skin. And I don't know, I just love this cleanser, and I think for the price it is a very high quality product and it lasts me a really long time. So once I do have that first cleanse done, I do emulsify, which means to go back in with water and just kind of scrub it into my skin again, but this time to where it's more of a suds like lather. And once I do rinse that off, again we go in only with paper towels, and I'm gonna make sure to get every single bit of this off of my skin and just really clean it off so we can go in with our products. The first product I'm going in with is a toner. I do like using toner pads in the morning. Right now I'm using my Anua PDRN hyaluronic acid toner pads, which are from the same line as the mist that I used this morning. I really like these for how hydrating and how cool my face feels when I use them. I do know that these pads are meant to be left to sit on your skin for a little bit and then kind of like passed around the area, but I just like to just use one and get all of the product on my entire face. Now again, I do let this dry a bit before going in with anything else. I do build my routines to where my products don't contrast each other, but I still don't really like for them to clash on my skin. I like to give each product its own time to sit and absorb into my skin before the next. Now I'm gonna go in with my Soul Serum. This is also from the same line as the capsule cream that I used earlier. And this is pretty much like I'm applying that capsule cream again, except this one's a little bit more liquidated and it's gonna sink into my skin a lot faster because this is water-based. Once I'm done with that, I go in with my PDRN Essence. And this is from the brand VT. I also love everything in this line as well. And I'm gonna apply this also onto my entire face for just some further hydration and moisture. I feel like those are really my biggest factors that I care about the most when it comes to skincare. I feel like that's my priority, is just keeping my skin as hydrated as possible, because that is gonna keep it clear and strong enough to fight off any acne or bacteria. I mean, literally look at how clear and hydrated that skin looks. Like, that is healthy skin. Now, to seal off that moisture, I'm gonna go in with my liposome cream. This is from the brand Shy. When I first used this, I was really surprised as to how quick this sinks into your skin. It kind of felt like a milky toner in a way, but far more hydrating than a milky toner, of course. And those three products together is really what seals my barrier for the day to keep my skin hydrated. Now I'm going to go in with some eye cream. This is also from the same line as the eye patches that I used this morning. Again, I love Abib for all of their eye care products. And the same way that I applied my cream to my under eyes and my eyelids, I'm going to repeat the same thing here. I do that every time I use any sort of eye serum or eye cream, just to make sure that my entire eye area is uniform and it's all the same level of firmness and color. And that is pretty much it for my daytime skincare routine. Now, this is the skincare that I will leave on for majority of the day. I usually do this routine about 12 p.m. or 1 o'clock, and this is what stays on my skin underneath my makeup. The days that I don't do a skin prep, I can just go right in with my makeup on this routine. And I also wear this to the gym and just to go about my day. Always remember to drink your water. Again, your internal health and your gut health and hydration is going to reflect the most on your skin. Okay, girls, so now it's a little bit into the evening. It's time to refresh my skin after my workout. I use my PDRN mist from VT and just spray a generous layer onto my skin and let that sit and dry just to revitalize any moisture after I finish working out. Now, when it comes time to shower, if I did wear any makeup that day, I use the Pond's cold cream to wash off my makeup, and I follow with my salicylic acid and tea tree foaming cleansing oil. Once I am out the shower, I spray another layer of my hypochlorous acid and just let that dry just to eat up any leftover bacteria. And now, to close off my day, it is time for some nighttime skincare. I do go in first with my glutathione toner pads. Toner is always the first products that I use in my skincare routine. And before I forget to mention, I do always mist my face before applying any of these products, just to make sure that my pores are being receptive and actually activating the ingredients in these products. Now, once I have my toner all over my skin, first going in with my Anua PDRN hyaluronic acid serum, which is from the same line as the mist this morning and the toner pads that I used in the daytime. I do rub this in, and this is gonna hydrate and really just bring some water and hyaluronic acid into my skin. I follow that with my Reju All Mela Serum, which includes niacinamide, which is gonna tighten and brighten my skin. I like to apply a generous amount of this onto my skin because it is a very water-based serum, the same as the Soul Serum that was used earlier in my daytime skincare routine. Then I'm gonna follow that with the PDRN Rejuvenating Cream from the same line of Dr. Reju All. This is also a very water-based cream, so I'm gonna apply a generous amount. And this one literally feels like I put a blanket of hydration and just water pretty much on my skin. I love the way that this leaves my skin feeling. Now, once that's all in, I do go in with an eye cream. I'm using my Numbuzzin NAD and Retinol eye cream, and this will be my third eye cream of the day. I'm gonna apply it in the same way that I did the other two, to my under eyes and then my eyelids just to make sure that it's thoroughly absorbed. Now once that's all on, I'm gonna curl my lashes so that I can apply some castor oil. I do this because you want your eyelashes to grow in the direction that you desire. So if you apply your eye serum when they're downwards, they're gonna grow downwards. So I first apply my castor oil onto my eyebrows, and then I follow by applying some castor oil onto my lashes. And I do a pretty light layer on my lashes so that it doesn't seep into my eyes while I'm sleeping. Now with these on, my skin looks great, but I want to go a little further to make sure it's fully absorbing. So I'm going to use my Medicube Booster Pro first in Dermashop mode on level 1, only because I don't like for it to be too harsh on my nerves, but this is going to do the job of allowing your skincare products to truly be absorbed into your skin, which is very important, as overnight is when your skin works the hardest to repair itself and kind of just rejuvenate itself from everything that it went throughout the day. Once I'm done with Dermashop mode, I go in with the Airshot mode, also on level 1. This is just more like a cool down in my opinion, and I'm just going to use this around all of my skin. And again, everything is always in an up and outwards motion to lift your face, and this one doesn't really go so harsh on my nerves like the Dermashop mode, so I kind of just glide it around and make sure I'm covering every inch of my face. And once that's done, that is it for my nighttime skincare and basically my skincare for the entire day. And that is pretty much it for my full day of skincare, all of my products and routines to maintain clear and healthy skin while having oily skin that can be reactive at times. Thank you girls so much for joining. Let me know how you feel about this video and if there's anything else that you'd want to see. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And remember that you can find me at Jemilah Zonia on all platforms. I always respond to every comment everywhere, and I'm active on all of my accounts every day. Thank you again so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye girl.